Hey everybody, good to see you again. Well, sort of. Hi, I'm Jean-Paul, and I'll be one of the hosts for this live stream. I am joined not only by Tarik today, but also a special guest, Susanne Kirchmayr, aka Electric Indigo. I'm gonna bring them into the screen. Hello, here they are.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, we reached out to Susanne because you've done some live performances with Videosync, and you told us that you would like to show us a little bit about how you went about that.
Well, actually, right? to be precise, I said that I would like her to show a bit of stuff, and she graciously accepted.
No, but I'm super happy to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Yeah. Happy to have you, of course. Yeah, do you want to tell a little bit about what you're about to show us?
Yeah, so the first thing I want to show you is a part of my live set where I have more or less 3.5 tracks, where I show like how I organize music and video and how it's synced together. And how it influences, like how the music influences the video. And the other little thing that I have not really prepared, but I have ready to work with is a test set with 2 layers of the new gradient tool, gradient device, because I'm really a big fan of it, and the parameters that you can play around with, I really like inviting to, in this case, for now, it's just like Moiré patterns, and it's very, very inspiring, I think. So let's see what comes out of it when we play around with it later.
Yeah. Because you mainly work a lot with gradients, right? For your
Exactly.
visuals, right? Okay.
Yes, that's how I started with creating my own video for my live concerts by blending color gradients. And the very first version was actually with VDMX, if I'm allowed to mention like another software here. But I made stills from color gradients, and then I just loaded the stills into the set and blended it from A to B and to C and to D and back to A and stuff like that.
Right.
But with Videosync, I finally had the option to really do it live and generate the video live. And so that was a big step forward. And especially with the new options of the gradient device, I'm super happy and I want to go further and explore more with it.
Cool. Well, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I also don't know.
In principle, I'm very interested to create spaces with color. So I love colors and just play around with colors. So I don't want to do like super techy 3D stuff or so. I'm just happy with having a visual representation of my music in colors that I can create myself, and that is quite fulfilling.
Very nice. Well, glad we made the gradient device and upgraded it a little bit.
also, I don't know if I ever said this, but the upgrades to gradient were also inspired by what you were doing. Did I ever tell you that?
No, but I can remember that I asked you, wouldn't it be great to have a conical gradient?
Exactly.
You were like, what is a conical gradient?
Right. Yeah.
I'm so happy that I could be of influence for this.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the idea stuck in my mind because, of course, having gradient that's linear just from one color to another, that's nice. But don't you want to curve it a little bit, or don't you want to have like a horizon that can be a little bit like this, and then you have the sun? Like you can just, of course, do so much more once you let go of the straight lines. And we're just able to figure out how to do it.
You can do laser swords with conical gradients.
Right. Yes, as well. Yeah.
Laser swords. Right. You heard it here first. Nice. All right. Well,
right.
I would be maybe we can go to the first part of the stream then that you had in mind.
So I share my screen then, right?
Yes, correct. And I will be blending more into the background and let Tarik do most of the talking. I'll keep an eye on the oops, there we go. I'll keep an eye more on the chat and answer any questions there. So hello chatters. Feel free to ask any questions. Also, if you like these live streams, be sure to like them. Subscribe, we'd love to get a slightly bigger audience over time. But for now, we're very happy with all of you being here. And with that said,
this is the nice milestone. I think this is the first time we ever asked people to like and subscribe.
Yes.
So like and subscribe the hell out of this, please. We need it.
I tried really hard not to, but
No, let's go there. Let's do it.
Yeah, I have to do it. Okay. Well, here we are. All right. I'm gonna check out.
Okay. So this is just an overview. You can see how I organize my live set, and on the left side, I have like the 8 main tracks for the audio, which are actually MIDI tracks, but for the music. And then I have some helper tracks that where I feed the return tracks into, so that I can do some automation for it. For example, if I play multi-channel setup and I want to send the pitch loop device into more than stereo channels. And then all the blue tracks are actually the Videosync device tracks. And the clips that you can see in the blue tracks are just helper clips for automation. So I have a very essential audio clip that I use in every live set. It's called Automation AIF, and it's just a silent audio clip that I can loop and where I can draw automation with. For example, if I start this track, what you can see here is a transition from the previous track that I did not prepare for the creative session here. And you can observe like how the channel volume, the track volume goes up. And this is what I use the automation clip for. And another thing I think that we wanted to talk about is that, yeah, I tried to organize my set in a way that not only the music has a nice transition from one track into another, but also the video. And this is actually like a huge part of the work. It's not that easy. And it also results in that I cannot jump around in the set easily because the video always depends on what was playing before and what color and what gradient or what image is still showing from the track before. And this is heavily influencing the visual outcome. And Tarik, please help me and jump into the thing if I'm not clear enough, or if you think that I should talk about something specific. Perhaps I just play a little bit into this first track so you can get an idea. Okay, so as you can see, it's relatively subtle, and this is probably most of my video is not very flashy, but relatively reduced. And my sounds are very often very grainy, and therefore I also like if the image is not so clear all the time. And in this case, I use several envelope followers.
Could you make the Videosync screen a little bit bigger for now? Because I think there's a very subtle movement that is hard to translate on the... Yes. Because it's moving from left to right, a little bit.
Yeah, it's shaking a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. That's hard to see with the compression and everything going on.
Really, yeah.
But it's really interesting. Yeah,
and,
cool.
Actually, what you mentioned, it's hard to see. I need a really good projection.
Yes.
So that my videos translate correctly. And that is sometimes challenging in a live context. So let me make the window a bit smaller again, that I can access the tracks. But as a matter of fact, I can access it here. Another important thing for organizing my sets is when I use the envelope follower, I name it in a way that I can immediately see which devices they are mapped to. So I know, okay, it's for video 4 track. SLGR is a device you wrote for me once, Tarik, if you remember.
Okay.
It's Slapgrunge.
Oh, right. Slapgrunge. Right.
Yeah. And Slapgrunge was actually, here, I'm organizing everything in groups. I use it here just as a displacement track and device, and that is what actually makes the move. What you notice that it moves a little bit. So this is done with the Slapgrunge, but it had a different purpose before the device you wrote me. If you remember, can you remember what it was for?
I think it was derived from what was it again for? I think to fix banding, wasn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. And that was in 2018 when I had a problem with blending my color gradient stills. I had a lot of banding, and I wanted to have control over when I want banding and when I don't want banding.
And then for the audience, the banding is basically, you also often get it with compression, is when you're supposed to have a subtle color transition, but just because of factors, compression, whatever, you get this very hard boundaries between a lighter blue and a darker blue. Well, actually it's supposed to be smooth, but it's just... And then how do you fix that? And that's what I how this Slapgrunge device was made to try and fix that. And I think if I remember how it was fixed was by just mixing the pixels around a little bit. So you got some dark blue here, you got some lighter blue here, and you just go. So you just, and that's why I call it grunge, because kind of like grunge, you like it together.
It used the static noise image. So that's what it does. And here, as a matter of fact, it displaces the linear gradient that is here in V3 in the first track, and that's the red horizontal line. So the kick drum displaces the red horizontal line. And so, And another thing is there is a sub bass. It depends. You need good speakers or good headphones to hear it, really. But when the bass comes, I made it so that the background of the round gradient in the center becomes red.
Yes.
So it gets this like blood kind of quality with the bass, so it blushes.
Could you double click on the thing and then make a full screen just for a bit?
Is there a shortcut for full screen, or do I just drag it?
I think Command F or double click should make it work as well. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So double click again to no?
I think so. Yeah.
No.
Great. Okay. And I just want to say, like, I guess. This is a great reason why it's great to see your shows live, and in general it can be great to see live, to also have live video created, because specifically when you're doing these kind of things, it's very hard to translate that over. Even if you're just gonna have a video file, it's very hard to have a video file. You have to have many gigabytes of it, yeah, or terabytes, whatever, to make that work. And
That's right.
yeah, you can do all kind of fun things also with hyper small textures or cell color things by having it generated like this. So yeah, sorry, that's that the interpretation isn't going to be doing this justice, but it's also kind of a nice demonstration of the difference between live and
That's right. That's right. And I didn't think about that when I agreed to do this creative session, that the compression and the small size of YouTube, of course, affects my video signal. And the same goes not only for the movement, I think, but also for the color changes, because the colors are not static. So it's very organic in a way, and it lives, but in a very subtle way. So maybe I don't stay too long with this specific video, and we continue. Actually, I have to move you. I'm not sure if you see the. Okay, that's just me, because I was getting too loud before we said I should go maximum -8 or so, and I was too loud. Anyhow, let's see.
It's cool though. I can see it.
Yeah, so okay, unfortunately, like going from full screen to small screen is not doable with double click. Right. So what else have we going on here? There is the main subject of this visual part is ISF shader for radial gradient. That is really a bit funny because it has this. It's not just a circle, but it has this additional circle in between. And I got it from this ISF shader platform. I just downloaded it and integrated it in my live set. It's a quite nice resource. And now with Claude, it's even easier to modify all the ISF shaders. So I'm a big fan of using shaders. It's really it opens up a lot of possibilities and qualities. And what you can probably see, I hope, is that the whole circle kind of morphs and moves.
Very subtle. Now that you're saying it, I see indeed. Yes, yeah.
Maybe I make it bigger again.
Yeah.
And it is a subtle thing, and I use feedback for this. You see, the radial gradient is sent through a return track into my feedback track, where it is just transformed with wavy a bit, and it adds this additional organic feel to it that fits in my opinion, fits really well with the main rhythmical element of the track that works in stereo. It's actually a granulator device where that I recorded, but I made it with granulator where the grain size is different left and right, and it moves with LFO, so it's sometimes in sync perfectly, and then it goes out of sync but comes back together. It's all about little irregularities, the whole track, with audio and video.
Yeah.
And towards the end, let me go to the transition. So you can see that the color red is increasing and the horizontal line is moving.
Yeah,
So-
my whole world just shifted by you moving that line in the middle all the time. And my God, what's happening? It's just
So this is the preparation for the next track, and the next track has the horizontal lines at the upper and lower border. And
How many gradients do you have running right now?
right now it's only two. It's the linear gradient, the horizontal line, and the radial gradient, and the feedback.
Could we even solo them to see them separately?
I'm trying to reach my tracks. So here's the mouse. So with monitor device perhaps, or
I was just thinking of even just soloing the track, or would that not work? If we
So-
solo the track on which is sitting? Yes. So there you have.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So this is the gradient, and this would the radial gradient, and this is with the feedback. So here the feedback is colored, and that makes a wobble around it red.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, was the red line in the center, and now it's the two red lines in the upper and lower border with a very subtle darker line in the center. And that's
This is just
also-
one gradient that is doing this whole color combination, or is that inside an
Yes.
instrument track? Or okay, well, I didn't
Yeah.
even know that was possible.
It's a linear gradient, also a ISF shader.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just one gradient that does that. And if we go back in the transition, just this one soloed. Let's see what is auto. Here it moves, you see?
Mm-hmm. Can you see the automation?
Probably parameter control 1.
Yeah, okay.
And that's the, what does it say?
Offset.
Yes, offset. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's this effect. And with more red comes more nice sound. And
Wow.
so I tried to continue visual elements that I had before. For example, there was this central bubble kind of thing already happening. And now it becomes very concrete and very flat and very clearly defined in the front. but it has this other visual element, the wobbly movement that continues. And I'm referring to the central bright dot. And then here comes the laser sword. Do you see the laser sword?
Yes.
with the conical gradient
Yeah.
on the left side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so color changes to purple, blue kind of thing.
Oh, it's slowly rotating.
Yes, it's slowly rotating,
Yeah.
and I think that's and you see, I work a lot with blend modes as well, and therefore soloing not always works
Yeah.
because I also automate the blend modes, and this creates a lot of the effects that I create with the colors and with the kind of like what comes through from one layer to the other, of course. But I think that's yes, that's the conical gradient. So you can just see when I turn it off, the laser sword is gone. And it slowly turns. That's right. Yeah, so here the horizontal line is moving again, as you probably have noticed, but in a slightly different color. And the very loud drum sound is displacing the central dot. So this is also again with the envelope follower that you can see here.
Which is then mapped to a displacement device.
Exactly. In V6, so the radial, interesting. Must be another one. So, da, 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 da. 5 gradient. Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's not the feedback. Here it is. It's the V8. Yep. So
Okay, so the ISF shader. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Slapgrunge again.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and the displace of the Slapgrunge is always in the 45-degree angle. But I like it. That fits actually very well with my aesthetic. So I'm usually like very like clean in my setup of the image. I play with centers and horizons and 45-degree angles, and the weirdness comes from the little movements and organic shifts in the colors, etc.
Yeah. And if you ever want to turn it, you can just simply ask Claude, and he'll make that in no time, or she. It's Claude will. You can also, if you would want to change it to maybe the other 45 degrees, you can also very easily ask Claude to do that for you, of course.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you could do it with transform perhaps as well.
Yeah.
What else is going on here? This is actually just not the full track, but just the half track that I wanted to show for the for the transition, so that how I repeat elements in a different way, for example, horizontal line moving and then moving back in the break and then going to the upper and lower border again. So shall we continue? Okay, so this one is a lot of radial gradients, circles layered on top of each other. Actually, 3 different ones. And the colors are modulated in most cases, if I'm not mistaken, with an LFO. And I also, not for the first one, but for the additional layers, I also automate the blend modes. You see, this is the blend mode automation, and with the different blend modes, the color appearance changes. And with the third radial gradient, I modulate not only other parameters, but also the position of it. So this is the one that moves from left to right in the rhythm, and it's set to just luminosity. So it has this kind of ghostly effect, I would say. Oh, sorry. Oh. Oh, interesting. Do you have an idea why the Videosync window is not showing anymore?
Maybe if you go to the menu downstairs and you go to the bottom right, maybe it was hidden right now. Oh, wait, is it even open? Oh, there it is, the little thingy.
In a different space.
There.
Oh, there you
Right.
go. All right.
It is full screen. Aha, okay. So if it's full screen and I change the application to control live,
Right, right, right.
it disappears. So that's a bit tricky for a live set presentation.
Yeah.
So here with the hi-hats, I decided to make steps for the position instead of the smooth curves, so that it corresponds with the 16th hi-hats.
Wow. How do you even do that? Did you do it by hand on every 16th, or how did you make those tiny little steps?
Yes, I did.
Yes. So you just stretched it vertically and.
I type in values.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is all too subtle for us to see, but I'm sure that live you get a really nice little tuck, 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 subtly distorted move.
In contrast to the smooth movement before, and then
Right.
the iteration or iterative movement. And another thing, in the break, it changes color quite drastically. So from purple bluish, it turns to red and pink in the break. So that's in principle the idea, the visual idea for this track, to have these candy colors constantly changing in 8th and 16th bars.
That's really.
And this is another transition. So as you can see, the circle that moved before is stopping at the specific point. Okay, and off goes the next track. And this moving red dot is one of my dearest inventions, I would say. It's also created with the feedback. You can see here, V1 is fully sending to the feedback channel. And what we got here is blend mode luminosity, and that makes it this kind of neon color that I really love. And when playing live in different venues with different projections, I noticed that it's really tricky, the neon color that is created with luminosity and red, because if the contrast is set too high, then it completely loses this effect and it becomes a very boring kind of brownish red, and it is not neon anymore. I hope it appears like neon to you on
To me, yes.
Yes. And yeah, so working with different projectors, different projection settings, different screens also. I had a very nice show in Rome at Videocittà with a huge LED screen, and it translated really well there. And then I had another show at Mutec in Chile, also with a LED screen, and it did not translate there. So that's part of the art, I would say, to really like go into the video settings when to have a sound check and video check before you play live. That's really super important. What are your experiences with that, Tarik? Do you invest a lot of time with setting up, or are you so experienced that it's always working immediately?
Just by the sheer power of my presence, everything just works immediately. Actually, I very often haven't been so specific about my colors. I guess with me, I'm a little bit more generally also shape and movement focused. I mean, you're also shape and movement focused very clearly, but I've always been less precise about my colors. So I never even got so deep into that. Until at some point I was working with LED screens for the first time, and I saw how horrible the banding is, because an LED between off and its darkest color, there's a huge gap. So if you especially want to have things fade into dark, that's a huge problem. And almost nobody who works with LED screens even recognize that as a problem, because I think that most people just work with full blast color all the time. I often like to go into the darkness, and I just saw my images being cut off, brutally slaughtered, and it was terrible. Also because this was specifically right before I was going to go on a tour with Tom York and Nigel Godrich, and I had a big screen, and it was massive, and I was super excited, and I just saw all my images just destroyed, and I was panicking, but deeply internally. So it wasn't expressive, but it was just, I was dying inside. And then I came up with this shader that is very close to what I gave you, the Slapgrunge one, where basically I made it so that this is a little detour, but I do think it's actually nice to know. So if you have, so this is the darkest color that the LED can have. This is black, and I want to have this color that's right in between. What do you do? How do you get that in between? You can't literally get LED to do that color. So what I did was make a shader that made it go back and forth per pixel. So on all pixel that would be like half of the minimum brightness. They would just go flicker back and forth as fast as possible, so that it just looks like a little bit grainy image, but it does perceptually feel like it is actually a darker color. And then of course, if you want to have it a little bit brighter, then I make it 75% of the time on and 25% of the time off. So I would just, for the darkest colors up until a certain level, I would just have this sort of like noise on top of it, depending on where the color should be, but that LED can't do. So it took me like 2 days to make that thing, and I was so incredibly happy when I did that, because then I could now go on tour, and my images looked different, but they weren't butchered anymore. And that's that is a way to get subtlety in LED screens that otherwise is literally impossible, because you can't program or fine-tune an LED screen to be subtle. Like, they just refuse to. But
Yes.
with tricks, with shaders, you can sort of like work around it. Yeah.
That's super interesting. I remember in Chile, when I start this old set that is from 24 and 25, it's a dark purple diagonal, a bit like a diagonal cloud on black, but really super dark. And in Chile, this was like a red diagonal bar on black.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, really bad. I mean, I had to live with it, and I played it nevertheless, but because I didn't have another option. But your trick sounds super interesting. So
Yeah, I think I also, either as an ISF shader or maybe as a video sync device. It would be nice to release that soon, because it's really just expands what you can do with LEDs, and also nobody does it. I've never seen anybody else do it, and it is the answer. So I would be excited to see more people do that. Yeah,
super.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, if I may interrupt.
Sure.
Speaking of real-world scenarios, there was a question in the chat. Not sure if we can answer it, but hey, it's worth asking. When you perform with Videosync in a live setting with the audio reactive gradients, how do you handle latency between the audio and visuals by the time it's projected on the screen?
I actually never had a problem with it. It always looks good. So it works fine as it is.
Yeah, I guess it depends really on the type of projectors or screens, or how complicated the travel path is of the visuals from your computer to that screen. Do you have any experience with that, Tarik?
I do definitely ask for as few as possible machines to be put in between my computer and the projector, because there can be like all kinds of scaling things and whatever, and they can add like quite some time. Often, also I've had experience that it's quite okay, but also sometimes really not. And then sometimes if it's really complicated, what is still possible to do is just add a little bit of delay on your audio. So just 0.15 seconds on your audio, and then it's you give the visuals time to reach the screen. By that time, the delay of the audio also makes it hit at the same time. That's of course nice if you have everything coming from the computer, like in this case. But of course, if you're dealing with a live drummer who's triggering visuals, then that's not an option. But in certain circumstances, this can work really nicely.
Yeah. But then you're talking about an overall latency latency of the video, and not just one specific latency with the envelope follower.
No, exactly. Overall latency of the whole video. Yeah.
So with just the envelope follower, there is I do not see like any disturbing latency between like how fast the video reacts to the envelope follower. That works really well, I think. Have you noticed anything like that, Tarik? That the envelope follower is not changing the video fast enough?
No, generally speaking, I find the envelope follower works nice for me as well. Yeah. What I wanted to say about the visuals, just how you compose the whole thing, is that I really like how, like for instance, you have the line in the middle for such a long time, and then it moves, and I said my whole world was just being flipped upside down. You do that multiple times here, and that's really, really cool. Like, you establish a certain set of rules that are beautifully explored, and and you don't get too stuck in a concept, even though the whole piece is completely conceptual. Obviously, there's a very clear theme, but still, you break rules just once every so often. That's sort of like, oh wait, what's going on right now? And it becomes so meaningful because of that. And I really feel it. Like it's really cool to see how the subtlety can make things huge. Yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you very much.
Also, yeah, you're welcome. It's also a pleasure to experience. And what I was wondering is, do you create the music in response to what you see visually and vice versa? Is it like a back and forth process, or is the music really first and then the visuals?
The music is first, definitely. And also the way I play live, I articulate the music. So I play around with volume, with EQ, with effects to a certain degree, and also with macros, of course. So I articulate the audio, but I don't play with the video. I could not do that because I don't have enough hands and not enough eyes. So I could not pay enough attention to do.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking about even the live playing, because then I would assume that you don't want to have, like, I would also never want to do too much of both at the same time. But I was more wondering about the composing process. When you're composing and you can, of course, play little bits on loop and you see it audio visually, and I can imagine that at some point you see the visuals doing something and you're thinking, actually, rather than making the visuals fit the audio, I would love the audio to follow what I'm seeing right now. Did you ever have that vice versa experience?
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah. You'll get there.
Who knows? Who knows what will come? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I mean, for myself, it's often been going both directions, and I really enjoy that crosstalk. Yeah.
Oh, and what I did not show yet, I have this fun device called Rainforest as an audio effect that I really just use to play live. And I put an envelope follower in this effect that lets the whole image shake with displace. So this is what comes closest to manipulating the video live just by sending something into an audio effect. I can perhaps demonstrate this. So no. Oh. It's a second. Sorry, confused. Here we are. Can you see this at all, or is it too subtle?
I can see it a bit indeed, but it's good that you're saying what's going on. So over the whole screen, there's the basically shaking motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see perhaps a better part in the break. Yeah. Okay, yeah, with this. Yeah, so the rainforest effect is manipulating the video, the main output of the video through an envelope follower as well. So it's a quite strong and very weird effect that has a fundamental effect on the video as well. I thought that is quite suitable.
What was the sound of the dirty reflector? I couldn't pinpoint audio wise what the dirty reflectors were doing.
Yeah, I sent the bass drum into the effect.
Okay.
Let me turn off everything else.
Ah, yeah. Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. It's even reversing some of the sounds as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's a Dylan Bastan effect, so it's quite complex and fun and hard to predict what it will do. But yeah, it plays back grains and different according to how it is seeded and how fast it's growing. So it's like a forest nature metaphor for granular resynthesis, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And towards the end of this track, let's see how it evolves. Yeah, so it becomes quieter and quieter, and the bouncy ball becomes bigger, and then it decides to depart, and it's the waves remain. So that is both the musical and the visual idea. Yeah, so far the excerpt of my live set.
Yeah. 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 Great. Yes. Yeah, really exciting. Yeah, I want to see it live now too, because I have not, I've never seen you do the stuff live, and yeah.
Yes, I'm currently working on my new album, finally, again one, and I will develop a new live set with it. Part of it will remain, but I will rework the whole structure, and there will be new tracks with it. Because this one, for example, this track, that Kraftwerk-ish track, is unreleased, so that will probably be part of the new album in some version or another, and as well as the first track that I played tonight here. So part of it will remain, but part will be new with the new gradient device.
Yeah, curious. One thought I also had, actually, I was looking at our faces as you were playing the thing back, and then of course I could see the effect of the color of your visuals on my face, and I saw I saw all these changes happening. I thought it must be so wonderful just to also make a video recording of the audience as they are watching your performance. And you already said at the beginning that you just love filling a space with color. Yeah, that's of course what this does. So it must be wonderful also for you to look at the audience as they become all yellow and blue and whatnot. Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
I would actually love to do something that you already did, Tarik, to work with a combination of video and floods,
Right.
light, and use Beam for that as well, because that would complement, I think, my approach really well. But I haven't had the chance to try this out yet. Something for the future, and that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
But of course, then the bigger and the better the projection is, the more it fills the space with the colors that I imagine with my music. And I also noticed, because sometimes my music is a bit hard to not hard to understand, but it's not so super easily accessible all the time. And my visuals, on the other hand, they are very friendly in a way, and very inviting. And I notice that my video helps the people to access my music. So it's very fulfilling for me to combine the two things.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely my experience also looking at this. And for me, that's also ideally what visuals do. They can give you they can guide you a little bit. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. And what visuals can also do, sometimes they can completely block you from listening to the music. I've also experienced that many times, yeah.
Yeah. But this is probably not really the case with my video, because it's so abstract, simple.
To me, no. I felt very warmly guided. Like that's very clear to me. Yeah.
We got a question in the chat, because I think well, the question is, do you use MIDI controllers? But I think you have been using one right now, actually. Right, Susanne?
Yes, I use a lot of MIDI controllers, but not for the video.
Okay.
Yeah, because as I said, I can't articulate both the music and the video. So I made the video reactive to the music, and I use the MIDI controllers just for the music.
Yeah. And what about you, Tarik?
Do I use MIDI controllers?
Yeah, when you do visuals.
Yes, I use I use some MIDI controls with motorized faders. I really like doing that. So that when I switch presets, the faders immediately flick into the position, and it's so I can feel where I am rather than just having to look at it. But I don't use that much. I like to have not more than 8 sliders in any moment that I use. I mean, I'll have some knobs for brightness and saturation or whatnot. But actually, I'm now talking about when I'm purely doing visuals. So when I'm purely doing visuals, then I have 8 sliders for the visuals. Yeah.
All right. Well, perhaps we can dive into that more in another.
Yeah, exactly. There's a whole story behind what that means, 8 sliders. But that's something I can get into.
Yeah, there's some smart tinkering required for that. Yeah,
for sure. It's because 8 sliders is not going to be 8 parameters. I need to control way more than 8. But that's for another time. Yeah.
All right. Do you want to move on, Susanne?
Yeah. Well, this set is at the end, and. As a matter of fact, since it's an older set, I did not use any of the new gradient devices in what I just showed you, which is a shame. And therefore, I have this gradient test set. Save. Which hopefully will now load, because it's just 2 tracks and 2 devices in it. Okay.
There you go.
There you go. And
Yeah.
these are things that I have to explore a lot more in the future. I love, playing. So what do we have here? We have gradient, another gradient. Oh, it's actually 3 gradients already. No, don't need the MIDI tracks. And by just blending them with different blend modes, I create interesting patterns, or I try to create interesting patterns. And by changing the repeat, these fun movements appear.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to really get into this and compose some tracks with these gradients. I really love it. The repeat is such a great idea, and uh, feather on and off, and it's really very nice.
So what are we seeing? Oh, look at that.
Yeah. What we are seeing is 3 gradients, one after the other. And the first one that's underlying everything else is a linear gradient with a strong curve. Let's solo this.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
It's interesting that it still shows the Moiré.
I guess because the repeat is so high on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. And
Yeah.
I can imagine just, using a LFO that works with that. Let's
Yeah.
just try it. Yes. Maybe use LFO. Oh, let's map this on the repeat. And really slow, and the glider and slower. Oh, that's slow.
Hmm.
Oh, that's tricky. It's tricky to fine tune it so that it moves
Right.
really
I
slowly.
I get it. I guess that it would help to make the repeat a little bit less high because I can imagine it is just
Oh, it's
uh,
modulating, right? It's not remote. Yeah.
yeah. I can imagine it's very hard with Moiré because Moiré you shift one thing just for a micrometer and everything changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Does it translate to YouTube at all?
I see the Moiré. It's not moving smoothly though. It's. I think the compressor is being like, okay, now the image is different enough. I'm gonna update it. But it doesn't catch the solid moves. But we do get to see the Moiré happening here for
Okay,
sure.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
So let's add the other one. Let's see what you
This is
see you can
subtracting.
is subtracting, and therefore when I
Yeah,
solo I don't see
yeah,
anything.
yeah.
And what did we say? Like now when the different blend modes result in different images. I
Mhm.
really like to play around with it a lot.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. I like this a lot. Maybe if I make it bigger.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then and then the Moiré becomes kind of subtle because now you get to see all the circles. Yeah, it's kind of cool
Yeah.
though. And I guess, and also with the feather, you could make the moiré disappear and or become more subtle and less subtle with the feather component.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, all right, exactly. Yeah.
Let's map this.
Yeah.
But not so much, maybe 15. Oh. Yeah, it's very subtle. It's right up my alley.
Wow. Yeah, it's so subtle that it is literally invisible to me right now.
Okay.
Oh, so it's appearing. It's appearing again. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to play around with this like really a lot.
Yeah. But it's
You
nice.
see, and this has a lot of effect because of the blend mode.
Yeah.
And can play around with the rotation, etc. So it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
I love candy colors.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So I guess that what I like best here with what I tried out does not translate in YouTube. So with a high
And that's
repeat
why we all
value.
need to go see you live.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Any other questions or more input or
Not from me, maybe from people's
Not so
online.
far. I think. Well, somebody asked how was the wobbly dot made in the previous live set, but I think you did cover that briefly, though.
Yeah, that was with feedback.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent like a dot, a regular dot into a return channel and fed it back to another track where I select what happens with it. And it was with a special blend mode. I think it was, what's it called?
Yeah, luminosity.
Yeah, luminosity. And also with wavy effect.
Yeah, to create the wobbly effect.
To create the deformation, but a very slight wavy effect so that it does not deform too much, that it just looks kind of elastic.
Yeah, I made the joke of it being like a cat laser.
Yeah, exactly.
That's another idea for another plugin for another day. Or maybe just a shader. Anyway. But no further questions actually. But yeah, dear viewers, if you have any questions, now is the time. But Philae says, okay, thanks. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
There you go. Well, I think it was great what you were showing us here tonight, Susanne.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was really cool and inspiring. It's really cool to see how much you can already do with just simple gradients, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I'm really curious where this project is going to go once you finish your new album, because that's what you're now working on, I believe.
Yes, first the music and then the live set with the video. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, well, please let us know when you play sometime.
Yes, I will, for sure.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Meanwhile, no questions further in the chat so far. So if this is it, then this is it. That's great. I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it too. Yep.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, Susanne.
My pleasure.
And thank you, Tarik, as well, for joining us tonight. Thanks everybody for viewing and for joining us. We hope to see you next time. We, as I mentioned before in earlier streams, we do this once a month, and sometimes with a guest. Sometimes it's more of like an open session where we just see where the creativity takes us. Hence, creative session. Yeah, if you like the stream, please like and subscribe. And there you go. We got the likes. All right. Well, thanks everyone. Thanks Susanne. Thanks Tarik.
Yeah. Let me stop the sharing.
Yeah, that's great. Let's see you in a larger size one more time.
Ah,
Hey.
Here we all are again. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
thank you. This was really wonderful. Yeah, seriously, I thought it was quite amazing, and it's really made me want to see your live show, not just as an advert towards the viewers, but I personally, as a person, would love to go see your live show now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Yes. Thank you. Thank everyone. And yeah, see you next time. Yeah. Bye.